And here we are. Oh, we just got done watching the end of the Phase 1 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What movie was it, Grant? The Avengers. Grant, that's how much Grant was excited by this movie. And wow, this was what Kevin Feige and the head of Marvel Cinematic Universe envisioned right from the moment that Iron Man came out. Was this moment 6 movies in, right? 6 movies in to the Phase 1 universe event. Yeah, you had Iron Man and Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Incredible Hulk. I didn't forget it. Incredible Hulk. Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, then this. And this is the 6th movie in Phase 1, the end of Phase 1. The Avengers came out in 2012, and this is about when you started watching the movies. A little bit later on that year, because you were 3 years old, and we started watching these movies together. And I had you watching rearranging. See, we got a new table because as the movies progress now, we're going to get even more of the Marvel universe, more characters. Grant, what did you think of the Avengers?
I thought I didn't like how Cap looked in this movie. Like Cap just I prefer his World War II look where it was like strapped on instead of connected to his like shirt like a hoodie like in the cartoon.
Yeah, but what did you like about the movie?
I loved that battle in New York. Just everything about it.
Yeah, I agree. The Battle of New York was a...
What about Manhattan? Spider-Man would not be proud that he was not in this movie.
No, well, Spider-Man is in Queens, so, you know.
No, but there's a lot of games where he's in Manhattan.
That's true, that's true. But he's not in the universe yet. So, the Battle of New York with Loki and... we saw, although they're still not calling them yet, but we saw how many Infinity Stones in this movie?
1.
No, there was 2. Remember Loki's staff that we know later on, we know that contains the Mind Stone, and the Tesseract is the Space Stone, but they were never referred to as Infinity Stones in this movie, but we did get the introduction of the Mad Titan Thanos. He was in there a little bit, you know, he's teased, and then they showed him in the end credits scene. Yeah.
I just want to remind people who watch this Marvel Cinematic Universe and probably watch the Infinity War trailer with Mr. Thanos. Like, back in this movie, he basically looked like his comic self. Now, it's like, what the heck happened? I know the Infinity Stones make him stronger, but should you still? I would really like if Thanos still had the helmet on. But
well, I'm sure that they'll show him with the helmet. Remember, we've only seen the trailer, so who knows what Thanos is going to look like?
It's probably going to look like he did in the trailer because it's a trailer. They spoil some stuff for us.
Sometimes, but we'll see. I'm sure we'll see something a little different. We saw that he already looked a little different in the TV spot than he did in the trailer. So, and there's still a couple of months left to that. So, Grant, who was your favorite character in this movie? Not favorite character overall, but your favorite hero in this movie?
Iron Man.
He's an Iron Man boy.
Well, the reason why I like Iron Man is when they actually cared that this actually happened. In Iron Man 3, the next movie we're doing, he actually gets flashbacks and sort of has like a a bunch of flashbacks, and he's the only one who actually like remembers, oh, this happened.
Right. Well, my favorite character, I'm going to go out of the box here. You know who my favorite character is?
No.
Hawkeye. What? Yeah. Watching this movie now, this is probably our 5th or 6th time watching this movie together. I really like the way Hawkeye got a little bit more of a front and center part of the action. First, he gets turned over to Loki, and then he comes back, and he's a big part of the Battle of New York, where he's helping direct the action when he goes up to the tops of the crow's nest. I think he's an underrated character. I hope he gets used a little bit more. I know his big coming out party was Civil War, but I really loved him in this movie. Now, Grant, is there anything in this movie that you thought you would like to have changed?
Other than Captain America's stupid connected to the body thing, is that this idea of having this big army when they're really like one of the weakest individuals. You would probably just kill one of these soldiers by throwing a Pepsi can at them.
You didn't think that they were a very formidable army. Well, they did a lot of damage to New York, but I do think that it was kind of a cheat where they just decided to turn off the big power source, and then all of the people that were on Earth just died. That is one of the criticisms of this movie, and also, spoiler alert, Age of Ultron later on, where at the end of the thing, all the minions die when one thing gets turned off. But I do think that is a little bit of a cheat. But you know what? I got to tell you, seeing these guys in action together for the first time back in 2012, this movie still holds up. I don't you think?
Yes, but I don't know. The graphics weren't the best.
But the movie itself was pretty good. I remember somebody getting a little scared when the Hulk was going through the airship again. Somebody screamed.
Okay, maybe I screamed. But that was like flipping alien thing. And I didn't even watch that movie. I know it's scary. I know I would have peed my pants during that movie.
Yeah.
And probably had nightmares for 5 weeks.
Yes, you would.
Go figure.
He has not, audience. He has not seen the Aliens movies. I'm not going to let him do that. So
until I'm like 60, you're gonna.
Yeah, maybe till he's 16. That's right. So Grant.
60.
All right. Is there any I really like Nick Fury. We don't have a Nick Fury figure. Maybe we'll get one for.
You really think they made him Nick Fury figure?
I don't know. Do you think you need a Nick Fury figure?
No, because now he barely does. Like, I wish Nick Fury had more attention.
He hasn't been around much in the last few movies.
Yeah.
That's right.
After
Ever since
Civil
War.
After Age of Ultron, he just sort of disappeared.
Oh, right. He was in Age of Ultron. I forgot. Yeah, good memory. So, this is Ginger. She's our mascot. But
And there's Carmel over there.
you can't see it. So, what else, Grant? What else about this movie do you want to talk about?
What I really want to talk about is how they all like slowly became a team. It's like not like other movies where there's a team. They just immediately become a team. Like, okay, we're a team now. Oh, okay, and they just all work together.
Justice League.
They all just slowly. It took them time. Like they had big argues and sometimes even fights, but it wasn't until the very last fight that they actually got together. And for the rest of them, I'm gonna use Banner's words. They were like a time bomb.
Yeah, that's right. They were. That's really good. Yeah, you're right. It took time for that to meld together. They didn't just start off as a team at the beginning of the movie. They needed to face this big enemy and learn how to work together. That's why it's so sad to see them where they are now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where they're all split up. That's why Captain America Civil War was so impactful. But we'll talk about that later when we do that.
My favorite character was Iron Man in this. He really sort of caused some of the commotion. And really also was just like his line, I don't play well with others. Really speaks of how he is in this movie.
But then even not only does he come around at the end, but he defers to Captain America, who becomes the leader of the Avengers. Right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well.
Except for I love little bit more if Iron Man was like the main Avenger, not Cap. I know Cap was like a big deal in the Marvel Cinematic Universe back in like the 90s and how he got frozen and stuff. But that doesn't mean make him the leader. In fact, he probably doesn't even know what the heck is going on when he sees a car. Like some remote TV.
See, Tony Stark knows that he's really good at building technology and providing weapons, but Captain America is a true leader. He's the one who knows how to use everybody's talents to their advantage. And I think that's why Captain America became the leader. But it's not like Tony Stark is some second fiddle. He's right there with them. They're partners, basically, I think.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to see them actually be like partners, like Captain America and Iron Man stuff, just that Civil War thing of them killing each other.
And that's funny, you know, I didn't really think about this with the Avengers, but we do have these partnerships in the Avengers as well, because you got the big team, the sixth team, but you got Captain America and Iron Man. They're kind of a partnership, deciding how to lead a team.
They even had an animated movie where they work together.
That's right.
Stars to Captain
and then you got
America
Hawkeye and Black Widow. They have their past, and they're kind of partners. And you see that Thor and Hulk, they have a begrudging friendship.
Yeah, and for Ragnarok, they became partners.
That's
But
true.
for that, but until that movie, they were basically like frenemy.
So Grant, we're gonna have to go to our next segment. Now we're done with this movie. Anything else to say about this movie?
I would give it a 5 out of 10 rating.
Only 5 out of 10?
There was like some problems. It's a pretty decent movie, but it's not like a. If you were watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe, don't start with this one.
Oh,
Trust
wow.
me.
Most people put this one right at the top. I think it's close to the top. I'm a big fan of Captain America Civil War. So, all right.
Probably because, like, really everybody watched Civil War just because of Spider-Man.
No, but Grant, we got to do our next segment. We're going to go to What's Up Next. Whoa, what happened to all of our guys here? Oh, there he goes. But that's because this is where we preview the movie that we're going to review next week, Iron Man 3. This is the trailer. Grant Man, take it away.
I'm Tony Stark.
Oh,
I don't
really?
need stuff. I got a great girl. And occasionally, save the world. So why can't I sleep?
You elected me on a single platform.
I
I'll
forgot.
defend this country at all costs.
Oh, and look, it's Iron Patriot.
The Mandarin must be stopped.
War Machine with a pink job.
You don't know who I am.
Mandarin.
Yeah, but now you're an actor now. Go figure.
Spoilers.
What are you going to do about these attacks?
The whole world's gonna be watching.
The question, where is Tony Stark?
Things are different now. I have to protect the one thing that I can't live without. That's you. Just to start. Today is the first day of what's left of your life. I'm gonna offer a choice. Do you want an empty life or a meaningful death? You're not a man. You're nothing more than a maniac. I'm not afraid of you. No politics here. Just good old-fashioned revenge. We do need backup. backup.
That's your department.
Here's my boys.
There's the fake Hulk.
Igor, yeah. Pause it. Yeah, pause it. All right. So that's Iron Man 3. That's what we're going to be watching next and reviewing for you next Marvel Monday. And as we're getting ready for our path to Infinity War, this Iron Man 3 is the beginning of the Phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Any quick thoughts on Iron Man 3, Grant?
One thought. Did I accidentally spoil anything?
I don't know. Maybe. But we're not going to tell you. So you got to come back and watch our review next week. All right, Grant, ready to say goodbye?
Good.
Goodbye.
Why do we even spoil?